John Sloanstein alongside Micol Disegni at Cagewarriors 97 after a split decision win over Cory Mckenna. Micol, did you feel when the final bell rang that you'd definitely done enough to win the fight?
I hope. I was hoping I did enough. I know it was in Cory's hometown, so I heard the crowd was cheering for her, but I know I did all of my best. I had the best camp ever. I put all of my effort in it, and I was pretty sure I was gonna bring the win home.
Yeah. Well, one of the judges had it 30-27 Cory, which only way I'll put it is I'm not sure what fight they were watching. But yeah, what was the game plan coming in here? Was it kind of just to be the aggressor and kind of hold your ground in the middle, because you were kind of dominating the pace of the fight for the full 3 rounds?
So I used to be a grappler, but my coach had a really long experience in Muay Thai, so he changed my style into a striking stance, so he made me a striker. So I know that Cory has a really amazing and outstanding wrestling, so all of my fight camp was to stop takedowns, and all I wanted to do is like stop her takedowns and impose my striking and push forward as long as I saw her walking backwards. So as long as in the moment in which I saw her walking backwards, I kept going with my strikes, and I knew I had the fight.
Yeah. Well, obviously the crowd being in Wales was strongly in Cory's favour. Did that bother you at all, or were you just determined at 100% with the task at hand?
I'm used to have the crowd cheering against me, because I used to fight in South Africa, in Vegas, in a lot of places, and I don't care. My focus was 100% in the middle of the cage. I was focused on my game plan, and I was focused on stopping every one of Cory's takedowns, and I'm glad I did impose my game plan.
Yeah, well, one thing I noticed when I was watching the fight was that you seem to have quite a bit of a size advantage over her. You know, were you surprised a bit by that as well when you first stood alongside her at the weigh-ins with kind of, you were quite a bit bigger?
You know, I always weigh in high heels because I'm always shorter and tinier. So when I saw her at weigh-ins, I thought I was bigger because I had high heels on. So I never actually saw a big difference. I think our bodies are different because how a woman's body grows. She's really young, so her body's still developing. I'm 30 years old, and I've been like training for a lot of time, so my body changed a lot. I was like her when I was her age, and now I'm like stronger. I think it's just an age thing. The experience is almost the same. We had almost the same amount of fights, but our bodies are just different because of age difference. It's just that.
And second last question, you said that on social media leading up to this that you'd had probably the easiest weight cut that you've had in your career. What did you put that down to? Were you surprised at how smoothly it went?
So I used to cut a lot of weight, and my coach wasn't happy about it because he was like, you're always struggling, and this is not fair. So he really wanted me to get in like a fight shape like 3 months prior to the fight. So he was like, even if you don't have a fight, I want you to be ready to fight even if we get short notice, because a lot of guys in our team get short notice fights. So he was like, I want you to be in fight shape, and that was the best decision ever, because I dropped like 2 pounds a day, and I was like, I woke up on weight in the morning and I didn't have to sweat, I didn't cry, I didn't suffer, and I'm in. I performed really well. I felt fast and sharp, so I feel like this is the best shape of my life I've ever been at.
And finally, when we spoke on Skype and did the interview a few weeks ago, you said you didn't want to lose yourself dreaming and you didn't want to look past Cory. Now you've got past Cory, there's a vacant strawweight title. Do you think you've done enough to deserve it?
I see a lot of space here. You may want to make that belt really tight because my waist is tiny, because that belt's gonna be mine.
Right, okay, and obviously that was a hell of a war, so you're a wee bit banged up. What's the kind of timescale that you'd like to get back in there and compete in? Because I'm sure Cagewarriors will be wanting to have you back as soon as possible.
I don't know, whenever they invite me, I'm ready. Do you want me to fight next month? I'm ready. Come on, let's go.
Micol, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
on
Thank
amazing
you so
performance.
much.
Cheers.